Dracula, I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you bet it off. Quarterback got range if you fuck them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Hit him with his man or the two. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossible. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back in, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back in, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in.
I just hang the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get on. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plan. Look at your stance and look at your hand. I do what I want and you do what you can. Do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back in, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back in, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemies on that one. And the Dolphins have a first down.
That's on me.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Collins on the handoff.
Oh, ran right past.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alex Collins, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. No good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at its 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Flex round.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins now on 2nd down. Throw left side taken in by Miller. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So a line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, this is Geis. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
This is Cohen.
Damn, boy, you juke
Losing
him.
yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Damn, boy.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Geis with a carry on second down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Outside, boy. Outside is all you got. The inside shit, D. So do it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, it's Cohen. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Oh!
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it.
Yo, come on, man.
That play.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They're going to look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on, Q. You're doing all right so far.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Buying time to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Final play of the half, Cousins. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here, let me spit this out. Well, we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Taken down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's a first down run with Collins. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just when you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Cousins. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running to the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Maybe a free play here. Cousins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's bullshit, man. That's fucking bullshit.
Good work that time to get him to jump. And now here's 1st and 10.
Leave it, bring up 48. Hey! Lucky 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Cousins now from the 50. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Ohio!
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Dolphins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Cousins. Allen has it, left side. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Cousins on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Cousins to throw it this time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Roberts. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Collins. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, Cousins. They still can't get him. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Wow.
Now Collins. And just a couple yards here down to the 17.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Bingo.
Second down, Cousins. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Well, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So that one will be accepted.
That's some fucking bullshit, man. Trying to help this dude, man. Oh my goodness, bro.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try again with Cohen, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the episode here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods to practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action here on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Cousins to throw it. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
All right, now here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh no.
And he'll take this
Oh
inside the
no.
20
Lord
and down
have
to
mercy.
18.
About to cheat. Boy,
Give him 3 on
boy.
first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Good tackle.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion
I'm about
about,
to say,
we
bro.
can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. That's what we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Hell.